Two old people on the couch here. I'd like to welcome you and thank you for viewing the video. I am Debbie, and this is Mark, and we are two old people on the couch. Good morning, Mark. How are you this morning?
You running a little late, Miss Debbie, today?
No, absolutely
All
not.
right, well.
How is everybody today? Good morning, everyone. Interesting week, for sure.
Well, start off on some third and fourth grade news real quick.
Okay,
Just to
let's do
lighten
that.
up the crowd a little
All right.
bit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Go ahead.
sweeping in a room, and the teachers are having a meeting, right? There's like 5 of them in there, right? And one was trying to make a point, right? She was doing really good, too, I'm like, well, I'm eavesdropping, because that's what us janitors do. We can't just sit there and not listen to what they're talking about. And then she's like, and you know what? It's like those companies that control everything. What is that called? And, of course, it's up to the other teachers are like, I don't know. And the janitor comes along and goes, that would be a monopoly. So thank goodness the janitor was in the room to answer their question.
Absolutely. It's a good thing that you were there.
5 other teachers couldn't figure that out. But the janitor,
Yes.
But I do have 2 degrees, so
You do have 2 degrees.
All right, but that was my 3rd and 4th grade. It was funny because she's like, thank you.
That's good.
All the other ones are shocked, like, oh my gosh, the janitor.
The janitor knew the
right
answer
on the
to that
ball
question.
on that one. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
That was my 3rd and 4th grade. What do you got going on this week?
Well, I was sick.
Oh yeah, she's got that.
Yeah.
Probably that diarrhea bug.
I did have that.
I don't even want to talk about it, guys.
No. It was bad. It was bad. I had no energy at all.
Yeah.
Like I could barely move.
All right.
So anyway, but I'm better now. So that was probably what was started with that headache last Saturday. That's probably what started it.
What do you want to? Do you want to start off with the next spy balloon?
Yeah.
All right.
Let's start out with the next spy balloon.
Let's get out to the
Cue
slides.
the spies. We knew it wouldn't be too long before we got back up to the stuff in the sky.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
If you pay
Eyes to the
attention to,
skies.
there's a lot going on out there.
Yeah.
A lot happened, and we haven't even started off with the big news about the our phone outage too.
Absolutely.
I mean, again, we're gonna miss about 20 things.
Yes.
That went on this week.
Right.
In an hour's period of time, but we'll hit the highest details that we can come up with. All right.
Absolutely. So here we go.
Out to the slides.
Out to the slides. All right. So yesterday we had another high altitude balloon over western U.S. They say it's not a threat. It's not a threat, but they scrambled the jets.
And is this a picture from the last one? Because it's just like that moon landing thing, right? It's 2024, right? And we don't have a picture of a moon landing yet.
Right.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Maybe it came out early this morning. I don't know. But, they should have, we have 24/7 coverage of everything else, right? So by now we should have like something up there. Here's the thing. Somebody invent a drone that can go way up into, and hang out with these balloons and do a 24-hour, following the spy balloon. Wouldn't that be good? Okay. You would get high ratings on that. But
are you telling me that in 2024, we don't know exactly what goes over the United States? We didn't pick this up until it was over Colorado or Utah.
All of a
Utah
sudden,
and Colorado.
This administration will say, we had it tracked all the way from Alaska. We just didn't tell you because we didn't think it was that important. Come on now. They only come out whenever they're busted on it, right? Okay. Well,
yeah.
Thanks. We've got such a... And again, if you're watching us the first time, watch us at 2 times speed for a better experience.
The replay.
The replay, yes.
You can't do it on the first time. If you're here now, you're just screwed.
You can't go to the future.
Yeah,
okay.
you can't
Let's
go to the
keep
future.
on moving along.
All right. Anyway, yes. So it said it does not appear to be a weather-related balloon. So it's not a weather-related balloon, but it's not going to hurt us at all. So we do know that.
Just like the Russian nukes in space. They're bad, they're heinous, but they don't have it yet.
Yeah.
It's not a threat.
Right.
This is not a threat.
Right.
They know for a fact what's on this thing. Yeah, right. Okay.
Right.
Well,
yes.
it might not be anything
Well,
but spying, but I'm just saying you don't know until you have it in your hand what it was.
The last time that when they did shoot down the balloon, though, they got in big trouble and then all that kind of stuff.
Goodness.
So now they're reluctant to shoot anything down, I think.
Because who's running the show here in America?
Yeah, who's running the show here in America? Okay. Nobody knows. So anyway, so we have astronauts trying to explain to us why we haven't been to the moon in over 50 years. And maybe they should explain to us how we lost the footage. And I guess we recorded over the footage that we did have, and who knows what else. But yes.
I'm not saying.
So we did land a rover on the moon.
Allegedly.
We landed something else we cannot see.
But yeah.
At all.
They even had these things that were supposed to spit off
simulate
of it. And show a picture of it, but they could barely get probably like 12 kilobytes of data a second or something right now. It's not good, it's not like it took them a while with like a super high powered telescope to even, and then they said, yep, it's there, and everybody cheered. But this thing only has like 2 weeks to live because of the temperature. The batteries will go out.
Yeah.
So again, let's
2024.
Let's put enough solar panels on it to keep it heated enough to survive.
I'm going to get to that, Lou.
And again, I'm going to say it, $150 million for this thing, right? I still don't have my jacuzzi in the backyard.
No, you don't.
I can't live on the moon. I can't live on Pluto. I can't live on any of these planets. Just spend that $150 million, spread it across the United States, and give us something good. I want my free jacuzzi.
Your free jacuzzi, yes.
Right, that's always my space go-to right there. Is
so, I always thought my grandpa was living on the farm and didn't know anything, right? Well, I knew he knew stuff, but I didn't think he was wise to the world, right? And he used to tell me they didn't do what you think that they did. I'm going to keep it kind of coded. And he used to always tell me that. And he might have been wiser than I thought he was at the time.
I hope that a lot of the youngins, like my grandkids, and what are they that are your sister's kids? What are those? Cousins?
Yes.
Debbie, are they cousins?
What's that?
My sister's kids. What are they?
They're your nieces.
Nieces and nephews. Boy, I can't wait for my nieces and nephews and cousins that are younger. They're going to say, whenever they get older, it's like, dude, that old man was right. He was right about all this stuff about everything. Oh my gosh, why didn't we see that? And I'm not saying we weren't maybe on the moon. But those pictures are terrible up there on the moon.
Am I wrong though? Like when we did land on the moon, and did we have a live feed? I mean, did they show that live?
That's my other whole thing about. If you want to take it from a TV guy, the battery power alone, just to run one of those old cameras, would have been astronomical.
Right.
They didn't have solar panels, so it was just whatever the battery was, and they would go days up there, not only just with the camera, but sending the signal back. And that equipment is huge, to run an old microwave truck and stuff. Get out of here, people. That's what got me.
And that was even the days before computers, technically, right?
Yeah.
And on a wide scale. That computers whole buildings were used just to have the same thing that's in our PCs right now.
They shrunk it down to a little box, supposedly, which I believe and everything, to just do the telemetry of landing good, right? Come to find out, they can't do that again. They can't.
They can't
this
do it
one
again.
actually landed just like the other one. There's another country that just did it, like India or somebody. And there's one. Well, this one. They think. There's no pictures yet. So
yeah, well,
we're following it for you.
I was like on a feed that was showing that it was getting ready to land, right? And they're like, we didn't put a camera on it, and I'm like, why not?
It should be live all the way down.
Why not?
In this day and age?
And so they were simulating what they thought it looked like, I guess.
Oh my goodness!
So anyway, it was crazy. Japan, Lucia.
Okay, was the one that leaned over also.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So yes.
I don't know. Just maybe. I'm telling you what. If we put Ned on the moon right now, it's as believable as.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
I should have done that today.
You should have done that today.
We'll get my.
Ned could have been everywhere today.
Oh my gosh, we'll get Ned up to the
do.
moon.
Yeah.
That would be a good. I never thought of that one. That would be a good one.
Yeah.
He's just sitting there and put a little space beep behind him. Beep, beep. Because you know you got to have a space beep.
Yeah.
And that's what they did back in the day to make it sound like it was official. They put a little beep. Okay, whatever. We could go on for hours about the space stuff going on out there.
So, yes. So the private U.S. spaceship says that it landed on its side. So it's covering some of the antennas are covered up. So that's what they said.
Listen, it's a good thing that we had a step stool for it to land on nice and gently. You see What's the odds of that? You know, when you put it up like that, like this is how it's landing. Like I think they said it fell on a rock.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like perfectly flat level. Come on, people now. I just, there's your $150 million. And we put a phone booth. They said it's the size of a phone booth on the moon.
Yes.
Like, so now if there was somebody there in the next 2 weeks, they could phone home. They could phone home. they could make a phone call back. It's all, I don't even know what's there. I guess to study if there's water or something like that. They can't even get a picture out. How are they going to get all the science stuff, back with it?
Yeah, I think they're wanting to mine for some of our stuff that we need for our cars up in the moon.
Oh,
and
no.
I don't know. I don't know.
I
don't know the purpose of going to the moon. I really don't. I ain't going to live there.
The thought of having, all electric cars right now is pushed down, a long ways out, unless they break through with some wild technology here soon. But
yeah,
the agenda they want.
Yeah,
They want to take our tax money to go to the moon. They want to tax us for our gas. They want to tax. All right, here we go.
All right, so why it's so difficult to land on the moon?
We did it before. It's not difficult.
Apollo.
We did it. We did it a long time ago.
We did it when we didn't have the technology that we have now. Then they say we did land on it already several times.
We did it
on a regular basis
successfully for how many? From 11 to 16, 17 or 6?
Yeah.
6 times we did it.
Yeah. So, and for everybody in the chat that's saying that leaning a certain way, about the moon landing, I think that's what we're saying.
Yeah. We're trying to.
But we're trying to stay
open-minded.
Right. Well, no, we're trying to stay on YouTube.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. But it could be.
Yeah.
I'm not 100% saying one way or the other. I'm just saying it's way in the future. We got cameras this small now. Like the size, you can't even see the cameras we make these days. They're like ants, Put one of those on there, put it on back. Okay.
Another thing that we can't see.
Right.
Okay. All right. So this week's full moon will be a micro moon.
Yeah.
So tell us what that means, because I don't know it.
It's small. It's a monopoly. No.
It's a monopoly. So a full moon, and then
it should
then
get
we have
interesting.
March, right? And then we have April, right? And what happens in April?
The eclipse.
The eclipse happens.
And
April 8th?
Yeah, there's a guy that, the last 3 have made an A, like the alpha, over America. And this one guy is taking all the biblical names and everything and plotting them out on pins.
Right.
He's got 132 pins that fall, and most of them on this last one going through about, Nineveh and
all the biblical names on.
Yeah.
I didn't
Jacob
even know there were
like
that many biblical names.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. But as it goes through, it's like almost an order
Yes.
of the story of Jacob.
Yeah.
And whatever town again. But Bethlehem's everything. There's Bethlehem,
Lots of stuff.
Pennsylvania. There's Bethlehem's. One of them, it's like I don't want to say Nineveh, but I'm not sure.
Nineveh.
What is
It
it?
is Nineveh.
There's like
Nineveh.
6 out of 7 in the country. It goes through. I don't know. Just like we said on our title, eyes to the sky.
Yeah, eyes
knows
to the
what's
sky. Who knows what's going to happen?
I do believe,
and
it's a lot's happening here with a lot of trials and everything.
Yeah.
That it's all backfiring for the deep state. And El Salvador, I don't know if you have a slide on that, but this president gave a rip-roaring good speech at CPAC. So go El Salvador president. We don't want to bore you with it. Listen to his speech at CPAC. It was unbelievable, and he marked out exactly what's happening to our country and exactly what was happening to his country, and he saved the whole thing in no, he got rid of all the gang member, leaders, and this and the money situation, boy, all that stuff. He just cleaned it all out, and they're doing fantastic now. He's like, it's not too late, America. You can turn this ship around before it gets too bad. But you're at a pinnacle moment of being able to save this thing.
Right.
So, but a lot of, I'm saying the next year, leading up to the election, but the next 2 months, we're going to find out a lot of stuff that was nefariously done in the past. That's my opinion.
I had an important fact to come up with and bring up in the chat, and now because you
forgot,
I can't remember what it was.
Move on, then.
So, but it was important.
It'll come back to you. It'll come back to you.
It was news.
Yeah.
It was something that we needed to talk about.
All right, and
what was it?
Somebody else say it again. They probably know.
No,
it was
nobody
mine.
knows.
Right.
Nobody knows.
New
it was
image
in my mind.
from moon lander revealed, but questions remain. Oh, there was pictures? Why aren't you telling me, Miss Debbie?
Oh, I don't know. Because I didn't know. New image from moon lander reveals, but questions remain. Because questions still remain. Whether we'll see photos from the lunar surface.
New images from moon lander.
I thought there wasn't a camera on it. So
there is a camera on it. They have trouble with the communications. Whenever I fell asleep last night, they had no picture of it. So, okay, you're getting your news from 2 janitors. Remember
2 janitors.
So
yes,
we might be a little bit behind.
No.
Maybe snuck this one in here, but
no,
it could have already had a picture.
Maybe allegedly. Oh man, that's going to bother me because it was important what I had on my mind.
I know.
That we need to talk about.
You could have saved America with that one comment.
Question, yeah.
And now
I need to.
It's happened to me too. It's happened to me.
All right, maybe it will come back to my mind. So anyway, so no damage was reported after. Oh, so no damage was reported after, and I didn't even hear about this. I just saw this slide. Right,
they're cool
a 5,000-pound satellite fell to Earth on Wednesday.
Boy, they're cool to see break. If it's at night, they break up. It's pretty cool.
So another thing happening in the skies.
I was down in Myrtle Beach whenever I was younger, like college age.
Yeah.
And I saw a Russian one break up across the sky. It blew my mind. It was like, what the heck? It was pretty spectacular. Okay.
MT, I'm sorry if you're not feeling good. So that's terrible. I know I was sick this last week, so I had that same problem. Okay. So solar eclipse 2024. How long will it last? In Oklahoma City, and go to the next slide.
Yeah, see how the moons are.
If
you look through the trees, the shaded tree areas.
That's what it looks like.
Oh man,
we got to see one at Pinecone Fest.
Yeah, at the Pinecone Fest, and all the everything was lit up with crescent. Moon. It was not moons, crescent light. It's actually the sun, but very cool. So if you don't have your glasses, try to get to where the shade is a little bit in a tree, like it's trickling down through, and you'll see the eclipse on the ground. Yeah. Very interesting. Okay.
It was very good to see.
Go to the next slide.
Okay. Right? So from here in Oklahoma, it will be like from 12:30 to 3 p.m. So 12:30 p.m. to 3 p.m. it will be. So.
Ken asked what I was doing on the beach at night, and I can safely say we were drinking.
Oh, okay.
Me and another lady friend were drinking, along with another couple that I was friends with, and we're both going back and forth each other. Did you see it? I saw it, because it was like, I hope I haven't drank too much, and I'm just making this stuff up right now. And then we asked the people down on the beach if they saw it too, just to collaborate.
Right.
That even though we were having a little fun on the beach,
right,
we actually saw what we saw. Okay, let's bore the people. All right.
Okay. So, so the phone outage this week, was it solar flares that impacted communications on Earth? Was it? You don't think so?
No.
No.
Listen, it was just little areas.
Well, they finally came out and said that it was because of an software update, but
no.
It would be across all.
I don't know.
The whole network. Or
Listen
whatever.
to me.
Mm-hmm.
We just put sanctions on Russia.
Yes, we did.
We said we got 30 more sanctions. We're going to show you Russia. And they're like, okay, go ahead. And then you started it, they said. You started it. So they just go, that's what we can do.
Yeah.
They said, that's just a little nugget of what we can do. You want to keep messing with us? We'll mess back with you. That's my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
The whole solar flare things, it harms like radio, like AM radio, like things that are hard to get anyways,
right.
Like ham radio.
Mm-hmm.
Right? If Ryan, the other brother, is in here, it'll mess with ham radio and some stuff. If it was bad, it would have knocked out all kind of electronics.
Right. Not
just specific areas. It could have been maybe a technical outage by the company, but you got to look at the timing, people.
Right.
The timing is right after sanctions are put on us. Or, heck, we've been saying in movies.
On another country. Right after we put sanctions on
another country, yeah.
You said on us.
Well,
yeah.
Same thing, pretty much.
No,
I don't know.
No, it's not the
I'm just
same
saying,
thing.
It could have been our government
Mm-hmm.
testing. A little test to see how, could have been.
And it didn't come all at once.
Listen, it could have been an operation going on, too, that they didn't want people to be able to communicate with each other, and a good operation. So they take it down, right?
Mm-hmm.
They do their little operation.
Yeah, but they would have done everything.
And then come back out.
They would have done everything.
I'm just telling you options.
The sun services were fine.
Yeah.
And ours was for a while.
I'm going with the top being, the Ruskies did it. Okay. But I'm giving you things it could be. The last on my list is a solar flare.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm just sorry.
Mm-hmm.
I've been doing communications for 30 years, and they scare us all the time on these things. Nothing's happened. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, nothing big has happened.
Right.
All right. That's my opinion.
Okay. So solar flares are up during a nationwide outage. Did it cause it? So anyway. Maybe I like the picture.
Can I just say one joke?
Yeah.
So
sure.
This hit the my military Facebook, that I'm SATCOM military. This guy's saying, I told you a week ago that these solar flares were bad, right?
Right.
And it's, it's something to be,
concerned about. Right.
And so I thought I'd, be a little funny. I said, boy, I think this is all bull crap, the solar flare things. But I was going to post this comment yesterday, but I couldn't because my cell phone was out. Get it? It's funny. I'm sure I haven't looked at the
square
answer.
Dad joke. Square dad joke.
And I'm waiting for the people to say, oh, man, he just trolled that guy good.
Yeah.
Or, no, it was because of the soul. I'll get the people to say, see, we told. But all in all, it was supposed to be a big joke. And I'll tell you another joke here.
Okay, tell us another joke.
In the other military one, they showed a Starlink train, going through. It looks like a spear.
This one's not as good.
This one's great. Okay, so the spear's going through. This is on the military, and this guy didn't know what it was. He's like, what the heck did I just see? It's like, it's now, he's been doing this for how many years now?
Right.
Everybody should know about the Starlink train out in space. But it was going right through Orion, just right below his belt. The Orion's belt. I said, poor Orion, he's just chilling out in space, minding his own business, and he gets speared in the ass. That's funny. All right. Okay. I'm done boring the people. Let's get back to the news.
All right. So this is kind of where the biggest part of the outage was.
To steal my jokes if you need to.
Don't do that. Don't do
Okay,
that.
cool.
No. So anyway, this is where the biggest part of the outage came.
Yeah, we were right in the middle of that bad boy.
Yeah, we were.
See, look at the areas too, like down along, in Texas, the
Mhm.
whole. Oh, look, the whole corridor going up I-35.
Pretty much
interesting.
where the kind of like where the eclipse is going to be too.
No, the one going out to the east, that's a little off. But it all originates down in Houston and kind of goes up I-35, 45, 35 corridor.
Yeah.
And then, Atlanta's hot in the news here lately too. Just, things to think about.
Yeah.
All right.
So. All right. So let's see. Okay. So So again, beating the dead horse. We did have a cell outage this week and everything. So didn't really affect us. We were at work and I was like, oh good, we're getting things started. We're cranking this up. It's time for the 3 days of darkness. Let's go, guys.
Let's get this party started.
Let's get this party started. And no,
the evil side.
I remember what it was.
Go.
The debt clock.
Oh my God!
What's the new news on the debt clock?
Okay. Again, thanks to Ryan, the other brother. He keeps me informed. He's like, hey, check it out, man. The secret window is gone. But it says, join us on X, Twitter, right? You go there, and it's got 17 followers.
Yes.
Oh, no, he's following 17 people. Interesting number in this, with the letters and the numbers and stuff like that. It's getting freaky, people.
Yeah.
It's just getting freaky. It's still staying the same thing. Like, we need to switch over to a gold, silver back. And then, Trump has his gold shoes,
Oh, yeah, the gold shoes
the gold shoes, too.
Oh, no.
It's all symbolism, people.
I don't know what's
the
going
poor
on
guy
with
that bought them. Okay,
Yeah.
can I tell you this real
Yes.
quick? So the guy that bought Trump's golden tennis shoes for $9,000, he collects tennis shoes, right? So who's going to be a big bidder in buying tennis shoes?
The person that
collects
tennis shoes.
He grew up in Ukraine.
Right. And came here as
at 13 years to get away from the crap that our, government has probably started over there, right? Their little civil war going on. So it comes over here, he buys them, and then all the headlines are Russian oligarch.
Yes.
Buys, they're trying to tag.
Right.
So the guy comes on, gives a speech, like, a very good speech.
Right.
Like, he's like clearing it up. He's like, dude, I collect shoes. I was part of Ukraine, not Russia.
Right.
But, to fit their agenda, they threw that he was a Russian oligarch. Like,
right. Well, because it have to make it a bad thing if it has something to do
Russia,
with
Russia.
Trump.
Here we go.
Yeah. So anyway, that's what it was.
That's the shoe update.
Okay. So
Shoegate. We'll call it Shoegate.
So anyway, so I find that fascinating about the debt clock. That all of a sudden the window does that mean it's go time?
Well, yeah. Well,
does that mean it's go time?
I'm going to say his name, even though we'll get suppressed because only so many people see us. But Mr. Trump, he's been talking along with everybody. We have to back our money. And that's what the guy from El Salvador said. He goes, you're just printing it. That money is just paper, just printing it out. It's not backed by anything.
Right.
You got to back it by something for it to be worth something. And so the Federal Reserve, which is not even a member of
the federal government, private,
is doing all this, and they can print money at will, and they run the show.
Right.
And it's going to bite us in the ass huge if we don't change it now. So all this stuff about gold back standards, the debt clock, all these comms from Mr. Trump and everything, his gold shoe, it's coming. It's going down this year.
I don't know.
Next 2 months are going to be fabulous, and then the rest of the year. But the bad guys are going to try to stay in it too.
Yeah.
So strap in, everybody. Strap in.
Absolutely.
It's going to get crazy out there.
It will get crazy.
We're going to win. God is good. He's on our side.
All right,
you can't beat us.
Powerful twin solar flares erupt from sun as cell phone outage spike the U.S.
Oh yeah,
across the U.S. So anyway,
again, they always show us this stuff that we can't see.
We can't really see
it. They got their equipment that shows how. Ooh, look, it came. It went like that. Okay. And remember the ozone layer? It's gone. Can't see it. Antarctica's melting. Can't see it. I can't. I just look out my window, and I've been doing communications for 30 years, Debbie. Never had a solar flare affect me one iota.
Yeah. All right. So this is interesting. What I found out last night and started researching about is that there are some schools that are now closing for April the 8th due to the solar eclipse, especially like in Ohio and stuff. And
yeah.
So what's going on with that?
Unless they know
what is their thinking?
Something's gonna go down.
I don't know.
There's no reason.
Kind of strange.
You would think you would want all the kids there, give them glasses,
right,
and be part of. The science teachers going, we got one of the biggest events of all time.
Right.
If you're in the path of it,
yeah, and you're closing schools,
and you're closing schools. What the? I mean, we all got Miss Debbie at Pinecone Fest generously gave out all the glasses for everybody, and we had it was going to be a memorable thing that we will remember forever.
Right.
Could you imagine being out there with all your classmates, with the glasses on? Maybe they're afraid some
kid will look
idiots.
at it without them, and then they'll blame the school.
Never mind.
So maybe that's
totally
it,
understand.
So that's probably it.
I have a couple knuckleheads that would be like, look at that. And the teachers are like, put on the glasses.
Yeah.
Then they get called. You got to call the parent. Sorry, Johnny was staring and his retina's burnt right now. He's having trouble seeing. Okay. Disregard. I understand.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to think these things through to get to your answer.
Right.
And I understand that.
Yeah. Yeah. AOC does say that the world's going to end in 12 years. I haven't heard from her here lately.
Oh my gosh, it's been ending. Poor Al Gore. He's Greta's time has come and gone on her prediction. She's over there smoking cigarettes and looks terrible, man. She's like,
we're still here on this earth.
I think I'm going to buy a Humvee and a private jet now.
Right.
Screw this. My cover's been blown.
Right.
Poor Greta.
Who knows?
All right. You going to start talking about it? I switched to another slide, Miss Debbie.
On the same day as...
Don't get hypnotized by the chat.
I know. Well, I was reading something.
All right, go ahead.
Okay. So the same day that the cell phones went out, there was this big healthcare cyber attack that affected hospitals and pharmacies, and they had to unplug from the internet to get it cleared out. So interesting.
Timing, same.
A little bit.
Could it be maybe Russia?
It could be.
Hacking the systems a little bit. China?
Could be.
Maybe. Who knows? And
so that was a hack, but not the cell phones.
Okay, get back to third and fourth grade news, okay?
Okay.
You were hypnotized by the chat.
I was not hypnotized by the chat.
What do I say whenever the kids are coming up to the trash can?
That they're hypnotized by the trash can.
Get hypnotized by the trash can, because we have to take their trays and get everybody coming, and we take this stuff off their tray, right? Well, the kids will get up there and they'll just like freeze. It's like, and I'm kids, don't look at the trash can. Don't get hypnotized by the trash can. Keep it moving. Keep it moving.
Keep going.
All right.
So anyway.
See, this is the news you're not going to get while doing really important news.
Right.
That's why you want to watch two janitors give you the news, because you get insight on different things. All
right.
You're not going to find this on the mainstream news.
No, you won't. So anyway, thank goodness. So anyway, that's
We're
it.
back. All right.
We're back.
Oh my goodness. I get the phone line.
Get the phone lines open.
I'm going to make this all happen with no trouble today.
See what you can do.
All right. Well, it's been an interesting week, for sure. It's getting crazy out there. All right, we got that up. Let's test it here. It doesn't work the first time. And I just do it again.
Yeah, you just do it again. All right, so we're opening up the phone lines. We're going to go to the marina and call us in. Tell us how your week was and everything, and how you made it through the phone outage. of the week.
Keep on talking to the people, and I'll try to get rid of this ad again.
It was kind of nice for me because, and just no stupid calls during that time. Nobody could get a hold of us, so that was always good. That was all good. So,
all right, there you go. See, I got it all. All ad is gone.
Yeah.
I think I can even make it
kind of overcasty there today.
I can make it bigger.
Not so
I'll do
sunny.
it next week. I think I can make it
Not so
more
sunny.
large now that I figured out how to not hide the ad.
So this next week we have an extra day in February. It's leap year this year, so we do have the 29th of February this year. So next Thursday is the 29th, I believe. So yeah, it's leap year. You can ask your girlfriend. Girls can ask their boys to dance and to get married because it's leap year. Sadie Hawkins dance or whatever. That's where the women ask the men to the dance or ask the men to marry them or
can you imagine?
Probably old school stuff.
Can you imagine? Oh, well, step back. I was asked to go to one. I've been asked to go to 2 dances. Never mind. I thought I had no luck at all, but now that I look back at it,
you had some luck.
I had some luck.
You did.
People ask me to. That one was they wanted to get back at their boyfriend, and that's the one. I didn't even go to the prom. I went to the after prom, and that was just to make the girl look like she had
a boyfriend.
But then she started thinking about this doesn't make my boyfriend jealous.
No, jealous at all? No,
at all.
No.
The other one was in college. They had some kind of dance. One girl was like, "I'm desperate. Can you go to it with me?" I said, "Yes."
Yes.
So I take it back. I've been asked twice.
Yeah, I'm pretty old.
Yeah.
Oh, look at you, lazy days. Leap day traditions around the world. He's on it. He's on it. He knows everything.
We should have had that as our list of fun stuff.
Yes.
Fun facts.
Fun facts.
Dang it.
I know. I was.
I was, Lou. I was definitely a stand-in.
He's always a stand-in. No, I'm just kidding. He's not.
He's
my partner.
No. You asked me out. Kinda. No, you didn't. But you asked me to save you.
Yes.
To get this bum off you. That's how desperate I was used to get a old guy from hitting on Debbie in the bar.
Right. And I had been banned from talking to men that night.
Yeah.
So I wasn't allowed to pick up any men that day.
I got extremely lucky that night. No.
Yeah.
And
he didn't, but
I got you took my number.
I took your number. I was not giving out my phone number at the time.
All right, what else do we know?
I don't know. That's all I know. That's all I know. Man, that was back in the olden days when we didn't have cell phones yet.
Oh my goodness.
That was back in the olden days.
I mean, I'm sorry, but it was fun. But that's the only way. I mean, go to church maybe.
Yeah.
To find or go to the bar. That's pretty much the only two. Or maybe at work, right?
Mm-hmm.
You found the person you liked at work, the bar, or at church. Mm-hmm. So.
Yeah, Sadie Hawkins Day. You'd have a Sadie Hawkins dance.
So you had to go to the bar back in the day. And it was rip-roaring fun. It was technically harmless fun. Yeah.
I did really like his uniform.
Yeah, that helps out. The old
Yeah, I really did like his military uniform.
Yeah, that'll sell you every. Mm-hmm. I had that going for me.
Yeah, he did. But, he did, and he was a gentleman.
He was a
gentleman. He was a good guy. So anyway, somebody call in and save us. Hi, Merge Life. I hope that your knee is a little bit better.
Whenever you don't
feeling better.
Whenever you don't have the face, the guy that walks into the bar and immediately 10 girls run over there, right?
Right.
If you don't have the face, you got to work it hard. You got to be funny. You have to be a nice guy. That's all you got, because the face guy, the girls just go right over to the face guy.
Yeah.
I was not the face.
You were not the face guy. All right. Oh my goodness. So now you can talk. Man, all these people are captivated.
Yeah, what's going on?
I don't know. It's just how
This
the
guy is
camera
giving
leaves.
a speech. They're like, oh, this is the fish
There
whisperer.
must be a lot of fish.
This bald guy over here, he's the fish
Mhm,
whisperer. And
the
they're
fish whisperer.
okay.
I don't know.
He was like, guys, listen to me. This is how it's done. And all the
Right.
people are like,
Mhm.
okay, we'll entertain the guy for a second.
Hmm.
Okay, now we're going to do what
Yeah.
we want to do. Okay, can we please just move on down the pier and
Hmm.
go on with our
Oh.
life now?
Well, Carrie, this is going to be the worst half of the live. We just now ran out of stuff to talk about. We've been talk.
Oh my gosh,
A lot of things going on. Eyes to the skies.
Like our Dabu.
Yeah.
We haven't watched
Oh, good.
on.
We have a call.
Stand by.
Somebody save us.
Call from. To accept, press 1.
We didn't get the intro. Who do we have on the phone?
Well, this is
It's
Lone
Ken.
Cowboy.
No.
You're gonna have to
Can you hear
talk.
me?
Yeah.
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, that's better. You got to talk a little faster.
Oh, I got to talk a little faster. Okay, how's this? Is this faster?
That's better.
That's better. All right.
Better.
What's going on, Ken?
No, not too much. You didn't see my comment. You know, these cyber attacks on the hospitals and stuff, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did see your comment.
I was wondering if maybe it's from the government downloading our information,
Oh, it could be.
you know?
Yeah.
It could be.
Patients' information and stuff.
Right.
You know?
Mhm.
It could be. Or
That's who we were. Hang on just a minute, Ken. That is who we were going to send prayers out to. Neil did fall out of his. I was like,
Oh,
sitting
yeah.
here going,
That's right.
there's somebody else
Yeah.
other than Ridge Life that we were going
And
to mention in the chat.
And
And
Linda
yes,
recovered.
yes.
Neil, what happened to him?
He
Neil
fell
fell
out
out of the truck and broke his hip in 2 places.
Getting out
Oh
of the
my
truck.
gosh.
Yeah. No, he's prayers go out to him and
Yes.
Linda
Uh-huh.
for her knee to get better. And who else did you say?
That was it.
Oh no, Ridgely. Tim.
Ridge Life. Yeah,
Yeah.
Ridge Life.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ridge Life and his knee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're not as young as what we used to be.
No.
No.
No. We sure aren't. What else you got going? Any adventures going on, Tim? Tim. Ken.
Ken.
No, not really today. We probably next couple days we'll go for a ride, you know, and stuff like that. And you know, it's kind of a long week. Got a beautiful week for driving truck, you know. And the thing that you guys didn't report on is I heard about it, but I didn't really research it. It was the boycott of New York for
Oh, my gosh.
operators.
Thank you, Ken. See, I told you there's so much stuff going on. I mean, this is huge news because of the
Yes.
whole, you know, Trump paid back the whole loans. There was he didn't steal any money, or the bank got every last dollar that they loaned to him
Yes,
back
uh-huh.
with interest.
Right.
They're happy as a lark, but they're trying to make these new rules and everything to try to bring down, you know,
Mhm.
man Trump. And so in New York, everybody's fleeing. All realtors are leaving because they opened this up. So now even all their tax-paying people and people that are, you know, might be into building buildings or anything, they're gone. They're jetting big time out of there. The truckers said, "Hey, it sucks going into New York anyways, right?
Mhm.
This is a
Exactly.
good opportunity to close. We're not going to, you know, we're going to boycott New York. We're not driving our
Are they?
supplies.
Are they?
Absolutely, yes. It's growing too.
They're not
Yeah.
delivering to New York at all?
Yeah.
The owner operators are
Yeah.
boycotting. I'm sure the LTL companies are still delivering. There's other contractors too. It's
Yeah. They'll find people that, you know,
Are
need the
willing to
money
go.
that'll do it. And I
Mhm.
understand that too. Like
I would
sometimes.
never want to go to New York.
Oh no.
My son went there with his uncle back when he was probably 10, 12 years old and saw the touristy sites, you know, but there is
Yeah.
no way I would want to go there.
I was fortunate in all my satellite career that the only time I guess if you wanted to cross the Washington Bridge or whatever, that costs $1 million to get in there.
Mhm.
Went
Right.
across there, and I went to the first hotel, and my boss drove it downtown to show CNN and all the mainstream media people our new satellite truck that we got. And he did it with all the new trucks, and I had to drive across that bridge maybe twice and get out of there. But I never did a
Right.
job in New York City. I never had to park on the street. Or, my gosh, what a nightmare down there. So
Yeah.
I'm lucky I never really.
Another one other thing that our Missouri governor sent down, I think 1,200 National Guardsmen to the border
Oh yeah.
this week also.
They're building a base down there now.
Yeah.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
To make it nice so that, the people that are working have a nice place to come back to and
Yeah.
relax, get on their PlayStations.
Right.
You know.
Get on their PlayStations.
Real quick, our local, the biggest thing here locally is they want to build a new Kansas City Royals
Oh, yeah.
Stadium right downtown.
Oh yeah.
And there's more people opposing it than there are for it. And then there's some undecided. They want to pass a 3 point something
Tax
percent
increase.
sales tax
Yeah.
or whatever, And a lot of people have been calling into the talk shows about other cities that have downtown stadiums, and it's like a dump,
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
and I don't understand why they want to put it down there to bring people into downtown. I
That's-
don't like going downtown because of the problems that are down there with other people,
Yep.
and it's just a mess. I think they need to clean up the city before they even think about doing that. So, anyway, that's my opinions.
Well, now that you said the two things that you said, what do we lead off with? A stupid spy balloon, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And the moon lander thing.
Right.
Right.
And they won. They win
Yeah.
because we're not talking about the two major issues going on in our country right now, which
Right,
is
right.
immigration and illegal illegal immigration. And
they're not
what's going
saying
on
what's
in New
underneath
York
that
City?
spy balloon.
What about Fannie
know?
Willis? Man,
Right.
that's all getting blown out of the water. They're showing that she was taking taxpayer money, giving it to her boyfriend, then the boyfriend would take her on trips. Meanwhile, he's a married man and he's cheating on his wife. And she ran under morals. I will
Right.
not date anybody on. They always project what they're gonna do. That's the wildest thing. She ran on I am never gonna date anybody in the office or spend my money willy-nilly. I'm going to be the most legit DA there's ever been. And then next thing you know, she ran on that while she was doing it. So it's just nuts balls. It's crazy.
Right. Yep.
And we're not talking about it. We're talking about spy balloons and
Right.
a
I
phone
just wonder
booth.
what you
on
and
the
I
moon.
talked about it. I just wonder what was underneath that thing. Maybe spilling something out.
Yeah, could be something, just spraying a little bit
And they're
here.
not going to tell us. They'll never
Absolutely.
tell us.
No,
So,
in fact, it's that
Anyway.
time of the season for something
Right.
like that to
Mhm.
happen because he's losing big time in all the swing states now. Not just
right.
a little bit, he's already losing it, but now the polls are saying he's getting a huge lead over Biden in all the polls. And so
Right.
they're going to need something to sneak somebody in there. The switcheroo. They're going to have to do all kind of crazy, nefarious stuff to tell us that our guy is not the most popular guy in the U.S. right now. But it ain't going to
Right.
work. It's going to...
Debbie, I was going to tell Debbie real quick.
Go ahead.
You've inspired Miss Linda because there's St. Patty's Day decorations all over our microwave now and our door in the back. Valentine's Day was here, and it was the same thing with Valentine's hearts all over the place.
Aw. Well, that's good.
So,
That's good.
yeah. But anyway, well, I'll let
So
you
late-
guys go. Let somebody else call in.
Lazy Days just posted that Trump lawyers reveal explosive cell phone data after Fannie Willis testimony. Yeah. So after she, said everything on record,
Right.
then all the truth, they start putting out all the truth. So she'll lie under oath and everything. And yeah, I just saw that this morning on one of my pages. And yeah, it went from bad to incredibly worse for her overnight last night.
Now, we talked about this with Trump and oh gosh, what's her name? They're supposed to do a primary or something in South Carolina.
Oh
or
yeah,
North
it's going to be a
Carolina?
blowout. Yeah.
Are they going to do a debate or anything like that?
No, because Trump knows all she's going to do is try to catch him in a quick one
Right.
or fast one. and it can only hurt him. So he's like, why?
Right.
And now you got Biden saying, I would never debate that man. He's evil. Right? It's like, well, we know why you don't want to debate.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
you're losing, dude. You have
Right.
to debate him to tell us how sharp and how you're the better man.
Mm-hmm.
You're losing in the polls. You should be
Right.
begging for a debate, but we all know that he can't debate, so that's never going to happen. They already got like a excuse for Biden not. But yeah, Trump's like, it should be over. We should be putting all our money into, winning, and yet we know Nikki Haley's a deep state shill that they're throwing in there. Hopefully, Trump will bail out with all his court cases and stuff like that. But it ain't happening. That man ain't going to quit. He's going to go all the
Right.
way. So she might bail out
Yep.
after this one. She won't, but she should, because it's going to be a
Right.
blowout in her own state.
Yeah.
Yep. So, all right. Well, I'll let you guys go. Have a good day.
All right. Thanks for reminding
All
us, like, 3 of the
What's that?
major news stories this week.
Well, I might,
Well, I
it'd be
just
neat
went with Eyes to the
everybody
Skies,
would
'cause-
No,
contribute,
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not blaming
in
Miss
the
Debbie.
chat or whatever.
Yeah, I'm not blaming Miss Debbie.
Yeah.
No.
I kind of stay away from Trump stories.
But
Right.
it's the more interesting
Yeah.
news, I guess, that we
Right.
also, and we try to hit it hard and hit it fast. And
Right. Well, like I commented on the lunar deal, the moon deal. How did they get that car up there that they supposedly put together and drove around up there?
yeah, that too. Yeah, a freaking electric vehicle that we can't get to work here on the United.
Right.
You know how heavy those batteries were for just the lunar vehicle alone to go a mile or two? My gosh.
Right. Yeah.
I know it's lightweight. They made it super light, blah, 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 blah.
Yep.
But why? I mean, it's so we could get a little bit further to test some soil over there. Yeah, come
Right.
on now. All right, whatever.
All
It's
right.
hurting my
Say
brain.
bye.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Have a good day, Ken.
Have a good day, Ken.
Thanks
All right.
for telling everybody how inadequate our news was at the
Well,
beginning.
I
of the-
was going to
I'm just-
get into some of the other stuff going on after this
I know,
stuff,
I know,
but
I know.
I didn't start till late this morning, so I just stuck with the.
Listen, somebody
in the
else will call
Skies
in
story.
and tell us 20 other stories we missed.
It was a lot. It
this
was a
week.
lot going on this week.
Just-
a lot.
Like I say, do your own research, people.
A lot of
Don't-
stuff going on. A lot of stuff breaking. Yeah, I'm actually getting ready to start my some Easter. I'm actually getting my Easter stuff out right now. I just put up St. Patty's Day for a video, so yes, because St. Patty's Day is the 17th and Easter is like the 30th or something around that. So yeah, no, I am starting my spring and Easter stuff is coming out now.
It's all over my
Look
floor.
forward. It's all over his floor right now.
Listen to me. To make a point, too, is like, college football, professional football, movie stars, singers, all this stuff. These people make zillions of dollars. And nobody playing football should make over like $500,000 a year. They should be extremely happy, blah, blah, blah. But again, if they're just printing money,
Right.
and using our tax money
Hey,
to control
if you
it,
can
Liz,
print money,
yeah, I'm trying to make a point here.
Okay, make
It's
a point.
very
Make a point.
important.
make a point.
It's just like the gladiator days, entertain the people. Well, give them enough entertainment to think that they're free, and have some fun while you enslave them.
Right.
That's what's going
Mhm.
on. Prove me wrong. Go ahead.
Okay.
Tell me what you were going to say now.
By the time you get done with your little talk, I can't remember what I'm going to say. So, what were you saying?
I need to
Well-
build you a she shed.
What was that to
Lou
begin
says.
with?
What?
What were you talking about to
The
begin with?
money. The football players making tons of money.
No. If we can print money, at ease as much as we want, we shouldn't pay taxes.
Yeah, why have taxes?
Why pay taxes?
Because they want to take our wealth
Right.
and keep us living just enough to be happy, not have a great life,
Right.
just enough to squeak by all the time.
Right.
They take our wealth so the wealthy stay, the 1%,
Right.
stay on top of the game.
Yeah.
While the rest of us,
Not so much.
Not so much.
Not so much.
You know, we got enough money to maybe go down to this pier, feed a duck or two, you know.
Mm-hmm. I like this person marching around with their stick.
Yeah.
She's just marching around, walking with her stick.
The lead pelican lady. No.
I don't know. Oh, is that what they do? They just get the pelicans off?
Well, where's she at?
Are they a paid person? Because now she's just standing there.
I was looking at the girl with the
right there.
Orange shorts
right there.
on.
Now she's marching. See her in the blue coat?
Oh yeah. She's that'd be funny.
Crazy.
You know what would be funny is if she actually went by and smacked the people. Make room for the other people. That would be funny.
Yeah, no, that would not be funny. That would not be funny at all. I want to thank everybody that joined us this morning. It's been a good live.
I'll tell you about something like, which is entertaining, is I went to Vegas. You know, we always had our NAB, National Association of Broadcasting convention there, and if I had the new truck, I took it there and I experienced Vegas. Right. I hated it because it was always these doomy, gloomy, you know, steak bars, you know, in the casinos that play like techno. It's like and I can't even see. You can't talk to your neighbor because it's too loud. I said, let's do something different. Save a lot of money. So we went off the strip. We went to the Oktoberfest or so whatever. It was a German Oktoberfest, you know, thing, and it was hilarious. Good food, lots of fun and entertainment. But one of the things was you could get paddled there. Like who? You could ask the lady to paddle you. You know, like, and I'm like, what the heck? You know, and they're like, I ain't doing that, man. They would wail on the guys, right? Because the guys get drunk. You know, and then the Oktoberfest ladies, you know, come around, just crack them really good, and it would be loud, like, and then we're all drinking, we're like, oh man, that was a good one.
Yeah.
So if you ever get to Vegas, go off strip and go to the Oktoberfest thing, and you know you have to hold your stein out, you know, to see who could hold it out the longest before your arm gave out. You know, lots of fun.
Lots of fun.
You know, just fun music. Instead of this crap music that was everywhere else, you know, the techno. 20-minute song. And then, I don't even know if this is canceling out that hideous noise. I have none. But if it's not canceling out, and then the song ends, and the next song comes on, and it's it's the same
thing. Yeah.
I had to leave. I'm like, I was that, what's his name did it first. He's like, I'm out of here. I can't take. What was his name? I don't forget his name. But one of the old satellite operators, he's like, he bailed real quick. He's like, he got up. He was just like, screw this. It was good. I was like, yeah, way to go. You know, I was like, good for you.
Yeah. I know. I don't know how they pulled that off, but yeah, we can just print money that's not backed by anything. I mean, I know how we pulled it up with the petrodollar for the longest time, but yeah, that's going away. But Butler Family Farm says that he can print money, but nobody will take it. But yeah, somehow we got that for a long time. It's been the standard, the dollar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Since. Well, the Federal Reserve started in, 1912-ish, or somewhere back
1919.
there. And we've been living on it ever since. And,
yeah. It's about come to the end of its usefulness.
And I've said it a million times. It's just one big old Ponzi scheme that's going to come to an end someday.
It will. It will.
And it's not anything. It's just like Bitcoin. I can't see it. Can't touch it. It's on Johnny's computer graphics card in the basement somewhere. And he's mining it. And I'm like, this mining what? Oh, well, maybe it's AI. They needed a lot of computer power for the AI.
Right.
They're like, how can we get all this? We'll just make Bitcoin, use everybody's graphics cards and computers and network them all together to make them one humongous
house of cards built on nothing. Yes.
Listen, to make it one huge.
Right.
So they conned us all into using our computers to make a supercomputer to control us. That's what Bitcoin is all about right there, people, in a nutshell.
Okay. So should
you're
we get
getting
out
your
of here?
information from two janitors.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe
All right.
maybe somebody can explain it to me a little bit better, and I'll be like, oh, okay, it's something, but I don't trust it.
All right.
All right.
Let's get out of here.
Let's get out of here, Miss.
All right. Thank you guys for joining us, and we will see you next week. So anyway, until next time, remember, do your own research and be prepared. Zombie, have a good week. I didn't see what you were getting prayers for, but prayers for you.
Be that old guy that has wisdom and knowledge for the young people to say that's a crazy old man that one day they'll say, yeah, he was right about everything. You know, be that guy. Be the old guy. Is that good advice?
Yes.